Your smartwatch already counts your steps, monitors your sleep, and tattles on your heart rate. Now your wearable might soon beat the sirens. Let's talk about how billions of sensors around the globe are quietly forming an underground early warning net. That's coming up next on TiPS, Today in Public Safety.
Welcome to TiPS, Today in Public Safety, your go-to podcast for today's breaking stories and public safety news. Here's your host, Fletch, with today's tips.
Welcome to TiPS, Today in Public Safety. This is Fletch. I'm a NENA-certified ENP, and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I bring you the latest, most informative, and occasionally seismic takes on emergency communications. Today we're strapping in, literally, to explore how the world of wearables is becoming the world's largest, fastest early warning system. Everybody knows the Earth moves. That's not news. But how fast we know it's moving might be about to change forever. For years, seismic networks have relied on carefully placed government sensors, buried in strategic fault zones. Great accuracy, but terrible coverage. Enter the Internet of Things. Literally billions of devices. Smartphones, watches, fitness bands. Even the smart thermostats and security cameras all come equipped with accelerometers and gyros. Most of these are sensitive enough to detect micro movements that can be measured in fractions of a G. Now multiply that by billions of endpoints, and suddenly you've got a distributed mesh that makes the old seismograph look like a dial-up. When one device detects a shake, it's noise. But when 1,000 detect it in a wavefront pattern that's traveling at 3 kilometers a second, that's an earthquake. How it works and why it's brilliant. First is device detection. Your watch detects a rapid acceleration spike that's inconsistent with normal motion. Next is the data validation. AI on the back end compares timestamps and geolocation data from neighboring devices. Next is network confirmation. The system triangulates the epicenter, estimates magnitude, and then pushes alerts ahead of the slower, more destructive secondary waves. And finally is the human response. Your wrist buzzes, your phone screams, and the smart home system pauses the washing machine while yelling, "Get under something sturdy." Because seismic waves move slower than data, that 10 to 30 second warning could mean automatic braking for a high-speed train, hospital operating rooms freezing delicate procedures, or gas valves automatically closing before a rupture occurs. In a high-speed connected world, all of this is possible. The wearable factor. Now here's where it gets fun. The same sensors that are used to track your morning jog could band together to form a civilian early warning grid. Google's Android earthquake alert system already uses smartphone motion sensors that can detect tremors. And similar APIs are showing up in Apple's HealthKit ecosystem. Adding connected watches, fitness trackers, and vehicle sensors, and you've got way more nodes than any government network could ever afford. Imagine crowdsourced seismic awareness. Smartwatches detect movement. Phones verify and geotag. Cloud AI identifies the pattern. The public safety networks broadcast local alerts. NG 911 systems receive the automatic EIDO data packages. Possible seismic event, estimated magnitude 6.2, epicenter 3 nautical miles northeast, predicted ground acceleration 0.4 G, impact expected in 12 seconds. Not a huge warning, but a warning nonetheless. Challenges, because there always are. The first is false positives. Running for the train isn't the same as running from one. The algorithms would need a lot of work to filter out daily motion chaos. Latency. Every millisecond counts. So data path optimization would be critical. Privacy. It doesn't matter. Users don't want Big Brother analyzing their every move, even if it's for their own good. And finally, integration. Alerts need to sync with NG 911 infrastructure, PSAP notification systems, and emergency broadcast frameworks seamlessly. Yeah, that's a tremendous amount of work. Still, the payoff is huge. Early detection equals early protection. And with devices on nearly every wrist, ankle, and dashboard, the coverage is already here. The NG 911 connection. Imagine your PSAP dashboard lighting up before the first frantic 911 call. EIDO packages pre-populate CAD entries, mapping predicted impact zones, structural risk overlays, as well as population density heat maps. Dispatchers are able to pre-alert responders, activate automatic station doors, and send mass notifications with data-driven precision. This is where NG911 meets IoT meets Mother Nature. A true symphony of sensors, data, and interoperability. For centuries, earthquakes have been the definition of no warning. But in the era of connected everything, the planet itself just might be texting us a heads up. So the next time your smartwatch vibrates, check before you roll your eyes. Because it might not be a step goal, it just might be the Earth saying, brace yourself. That wraps up this episode of TiPS, Today in Public Safety. I hope this sparks some new thinking on an old topic. If you found this interesting, remember to like and subscribe, and you can check out all of my episodes on 911tips.com. Follow me on most social media platforms at Fletch911, and be sure to check out my blogs on Fletch.tv. My professional website is at Fletch911.com. And new episodes are published every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. Thanks so much for listening, and if you're in public safety, thanks for what you do every single day. Stay safe, and I'll catch you next time.
You've been listening to TiPS, Today in Public Safety, your go-to podcast for today's breaking stories and public safety news. Hosted by Fletch and available every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Catch past episodes on 911tips.com. Be sure to like and subscribe, and remember to join us each week for the latest on NG911. I am Spider Harrison, the official 911 voiceover dude. Catch me on Sirius XM on various channels, including 90s on 9, the 10 spot, and on the Weekend Countdown on Hits 1. Or don't regret it for the rest of your life. Either way, I'm good.